Alright guys, it's time to put an end to the discussion between organic marketing and paid advertising, okay? So for today's video, what I'm interested in doing is actually walk you over how to build a business growth strategy that can be specific for your business, aka deciding between organic marketing and paid advertising. And you will see in a second that I'm actually going to show you everything, okay? I'm going to show you when to run ads, when not to run ads, how to go about running the ads, how to actually build a funnel for the ads. Everything that you need to know is going to be shown in this video, so don't skip anything. Make sure to, in case that you're not, be subscribed to this channel, like the video, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Snapchat, okay? No, I'm kidding about Snapchat, but follow me on Instagram or Twitter, at least, okay? That said, you can get this document by joining my free Facebook group with the link that I'll be leaving in the description. And as always, make sure to watch this video at 2x speed, okay? So guys, let's just start right into it, because this video is going to be tailored specifically for high-ticket service-based businesses, okay? Coaches, agencies, consulting companies, expensive e-learning, since that's where I have most of my experience on. That said, of course, the topics that I'm going to be sharing in this video is going to be all about the general principles that apply for any business whatsoever, okay? So if you are selling B2B SaaS or something like that, this can apply, but again, most of my audience is agency owners, coaches, consultants. So yeah, just want to make the actual preliminary note on that, okay guys? So this is how most people and how most influencers go about the topic. It's pretty much like Mbappe and Messi in the last match of the World Cup, okay? It's literally people that are die-hard paid advertising fans or die-hard organic marketing guys, okay? So what's funny is that the people that do paid ads actually do some organic content, and the people that preach outbound prospecting, organic content, and that are basically the gurus also do paid ads, okay? So the problem at the end of the day is that it's not a one do all be all type of solution. The truth of the matter is that it all comes down to first principles, okay? Whether you go one way or the other, both organic and paid share a common goal towards getting traffic or eyeballs on your business, in your offer, and in your product. So the actual question that you guys need to ask, and that needs to be answered, of course, is what's going to yield the highest ROI in terms of money, time, and effort for me specifically, or for you as a viewer of this video specifically. So let's talk about that in today's video, guys. I'm going to show you the process for you to actually understand and troubleshoot the process accordingly, but I first of all need you to understand the common scaling models that exist out there so that you can see like what we're talking about in the first place, okay? So as a matter of fact, we do have paid ads as a category of its own, and then we have organic. And when it comes to organic, we have organic content and we have organic prospecting, like basically not using paid ads to reach out to one-on-one prospects. When it comes to paid ads, the pros or the positive stuff when it comes to it is that it's hyper scalable when you have the messaging on point with zero to no extra effort, just turning up the ad spend, hyper targeted to your perfect clients, and you also have leads coming your way instead of you having to go after them, okay? Those are the benefits of paid ads. The con is basically that there's a learning curve when it comes to running ads at the beginning, just like anything, of course, like outbound prospecting, like content, everything, there's a learning curve. And also it involves a technical setup. The biggest constraint for people that are starting running ads is not only the fact that they need to learn ads, it's that they need to learn about funnel building. They need to learn about KPI tracking. They need to learn about metrics. They need to learn about what things to change so that you can get a certain action from the prospect, okay? So that's why it gets so complex. But the moment you get that kicking in, it's game over, right? But again, I'm going to show you how we do a turnaround around it and stick for that till the end. Second thing is organic content. Of course, the pros of the organic content is that it's free or cheap unless you're doing a massive production quality. Once it snowballs, this can fuel your business growth for a lifetime, plus it compounds over time. And it's both a lead generation and a lead nurturing tool, okay? So what's best is that, yeah, you can generate leads from your content and make people become aware that you even exist. But at the same time, even if you have a small channel, if you have a small following, a small follower count, you can leverage the little content that you start putting out there and leverage it on your outbound prospecting. If you're running ads, you can use that small following that you have to empower your paid ads, okay? So that's the beauty of it. The cons is that it's just like being on top of a baby turtle, right? It's literally the slowest shit ever. Now, when it comes to outbound prospecting, guys, let's move fast because I don't want this video to be 20 minutes long. When it comes to outbound prospecting, again, this is still organic. The process that is free or cheap, it's possible to automate or delegate, and it allows you to rapidly validate interest on an offer or an angle. Those are the pros. Now, the cons are the following. Scaling is a mess, requires more software, lots of management, never compounds, and conversions are typically lower because it takes more convincing to make some people buy, right? So these are the typical scaling models. Like if you have clients right now, you're like, okay, dude, like what the fuck do I do? Should I run ads? Should I do more content? Should I do more outbound prospecting? After trying everything under the sun, we arrived to a conclusion on what's the best thing to do. So let me just go ahead and show it straight up to you, okay? Here's the thing, guys. The best thing you can do during your business operations, specifically when it comes to client acquisition, this is the roadmap that I want you to follow. So chances are that, yeah, you have your business, and what you need to ask yourself first is if you've made any sale whatsoever, okay? If the answer to that is no, then you want to continue or start doing organic validation through outbound prospecting. And the reason why is because it's free and inexpensive, okay? Not scalable, but it's free and inexpensive. The purpose of this part of leveraging outbound prospecting is that you actually validate your offer. Because once your offer is validated by actually selling the thing, then you can start thinking about the following. So yeah, let's say that you make some sales, then guess what? You can start using that cash flow that you made from the sale as marketing fuel. As a matter of fact, I don't want you to see I don't want you to see the cash that you make from your first couple of clients as actual cash or profit. I want you to see it as marketing fuel so that you can make more sales, okay? And listen, guys, you can start with as little as $5 to $10 per day to call traffic when it comes to paid ads, okay? You don't have to do massive budgets. It can be $10 per day, okay? Now, for what ads to run and where to send traffic to, refer back to our auto-converting funnel YouTube video. You can see that in our YouTube channel, okay? So just go ahead and watch the video. Now, let's say that yeah, you use the cash flow as marketing fuel. Now, do you have case studies? If the answer to that is no, then you want to continue doing organic outbound prospecting and organic validation. Still, remember using the cash flow as marketing fuel. Once you start having case studies, and listen, notice how I'm saying case studies in plural. Plural implies more than one client, okay? Then if the answer to that is yes, you want to increase the budget to $25 per day or $500 per month, okay? Whichever one of these, because what you're going to notice is that the moment you get a case study, your outbound prospecting starts working better, your paid ads are going to convert better, everything is going to be better. So just make sure that before you turn on the ads, when you have some case studies. The next thing that you need to ask yourself is the following: are you making more money with ads than cold? If the answer to that is no, then what you gotta do is continue outbound prospecting so that you can keep the cash flow coming in, revenue stays similar to where it was in the previous months, but again, you want to stay with a similar ad spend so that you can start empowering the growth of your business. Now, in case that you're making more money with your ad spend or with your ads than your cold prospecting, what you want to do is, and what I mean by making more money is you're making at least 5x ROAS, then it's really simple. You increase the ad spend so that you make more money, and you continue organic content, not outbound prospecting, but organic content. That way you have the speed of paid ads, but also the compounding effects of organic content, okay? So this is the actual framework you want to use in order for you to see when to run ads and when to not run ads. At least this is what we do, this is what works well for us, well for our clients, and for everyone that I know. So yeah, just make sure that you stick to the plan. Once you're making more money from your outbound prospecting, from your paid ads, you can turn off or stop doing outbound prospecting so that you can focus more on the ads, okay? So that's the actual game plan. This is the roadmap and this is the action plan. Let's talk now about what funnel to create so that you can maximize and get to that 5x ROAS while at the same time start leveraging everything from the beginning to the end. There are two moments. The first one is when you start doing organic validation. This is how it's going to look like. And this is the second moment once you're starting to use ads on the auto-converting funnel, right? So in this part here, on organic validation, what you're going to notice, guys, is that you're going to be doing approximately 2 or even 3 channels where you're going to be doing outbound prospecting. So typically it's going to be cold email, cold call, or whatever. What I recommend is that you do cold email plus LinkedIn as a follow-up mechanism, and one social media channel that is not LinkedIn. It could be Facebook, it could be Twitter, it could be Instagram, okay? And this is how it looks like. Most of your traffic on the top of the funnel is going to come from the outbound prospecting DMs that you're sending, okay? This is outbound prospecting DMs. Most of their traffic is going to come from these DMs, and you're going to use maybe or get some leads here and there from your content. And what I want you to notice this, like the DMs are going to be the primary mover in the top of the funnel, in the middle of the funnel, and at the bottom of the funnel. And your content is going to be like an empowering tool that is going to help you with nurturing, not with lead nurturing, not with lead generation. So in the organic validation phase, this is how it's going to look like. In the second moment, once you're using ads on an auto-converting funnel, that again, refer back to those videos on the 500K per year funnel that you can install in your company so that you can see how it really looks like on a daily basis. But what is going to happen is that you're not going to focus just on one channel, where you're going to basically be divided between the content and the ads being the top of the funnel, okay? That's how it's going to look like. In 2 or 3 years, your content might be even what allows you to have all of the traffic coming to you. But for now, again, chances are that it's going to be half via your content and half via your paid ads, or even 80% via ads and 20% via content. It doesn't matter, but it's going to be a mix of these, okay? So top of funnel, ads and content. Middle of funnel, the heavy lifting, if you actually follow our strategy, our auto-converting funnel strategy, the middle of the funnel is going to be entirely your content with specific micro VSLs that you're going to send to all of your leads, and some DMs. That's why the DMs are going to be here in the between the middle and the bottom, in such a way that you can then have conversations to see which micro VSL is going to be the most specific for every prospect. So you send them a micro VSL specific to them, and then you push them down to the bottom of the funnel and invite them on a call. Okay? That's how it's going to look like. And honestly, that's it. And the difference between this DM and these other DMs, very simple, guys. That these DMs are not cold. These DMs are with people who follow you on Instagram. It's going to be with people who join your Facebook group, with people you are connected with on LinkedIn or following you on LinkedIn. It's going to be with people that follow you on Twitter, etc. Okay, so that's how it's different from this sort of DMs. Okay, guys? So yeah, guys, this is the action plan that I prepared for you. This is the actual roadmap that you can decide. If this video has been helpful, give me a like, subscribe to the channel. As always, I like to recommend songs at the end of my videos. For today's video, I want to recommend this song called Pussy Call by Zetangana. He's an absolute beast. He's a Spanish rapper slash trapper slash singer slash whatever. And I love that song. I've been listening to it like, honestly, not that much lately because this is an old song. But when it came out, I was like every single day binge listening to it. Okay, guys? That being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to share it. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you guys in the next one.